What's going on, guys? Hope you're all having a great day. We are back with another video, and for today I have a 5-man slip in the MLB and WNBA for you all. And yesterday we went 2-3, which was an unfortunate losing day. It's part of the game. There's going to be ups and downs in betting. I tell you this all the time. We'll get into some more stuff later, but we did just cash a 5-man inside the Discord. You guys can see all of our clients sending in the tickets in here. We have a bunch more in the VIP chats privately, as you can see. And the VIP prices did just go up, so if you missed out on that, I apologize. But we'll show you how to get in for free later on in the video. First pick on the slip we have is Ildemaro Vargas, under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. As you guys can see right here, he's hit this in 7 of the last 10. He's hit it in 3 of the last 5. Head-to-head, he's hit it 2 out of 3 times. But the reason we're taking this pick is because PrizePicks and Underdog are both offering this at minus 120 about. And the sports books are favoring this one to go over pretty heavily. And by the way, guys, I'm going to keep preaching this to you. The number one app for you to be on this football season, for just going into the future, it's not PrizePicks, and it's Underdog. And they're rolling out some awesome features in the next couple months. Basically, I'll give you a lot more details. But every new user, you're getting this free square on Travis Kelce when you use the code PISTONS. So you get Kelce to go over half a yard. 2, you get a deposit bonus. So you deposit 100, they're going to give you 150. 3, you get a free month inside our group. Just email us proof of you using our code and your deposit, and you get a free month in our VIP. With our prices going up, that's an awesome deal. You're going to definitely increase your bankroll. You saw we literally just had a guy hit for $2,000. We have a ton of people cashing out in here every day. You can see the slips. We have tracking, all this stuff. Just trust me, it is more than worth it for 1 month. And if you're already on Underdog, we have a lot more apps that you can join down in the description. You only have to deposit $10 to get into the group. Anyway, Jose Siri, we're taking his less than half a total base. You guys can see he's hit this in 8 of the last 10, 3 of the last 5, 12 of the last 20. But most importantly, PrizePicks and Underdog down at minus 119, minus 120. Sportsbooks favoring this to go over. And I actually want to address something right now. So I have some guys commenting, and I don't blame you for this, because logically, and what modern mainstream media sports betting tells you is basically you should bet based off intuition, or you should be watching the games. But I say this all the time, and it's not just me, but the people that make the most money betting, they aren't diehard fans. They're the people that do the math and the numbers. So what I'm telling you right now, what matters more than any amount of research that you can do manually, what matters more than pitching matchups, what matters more than absolutely everything, is comparing the odds of PrizePicks and Underdog to the sports books. And the reason for this is because the sports books have been around longer. They don't have something called fixed payouts. I have a full video of that in the description and an interview with a PrizePicks odds maker if you want to go check that out. But what I'm telling you guys is you will make a lot more money in the long run if you make your picks based off comparing PrizePicks and Underdog to the sports books. It's like when you have 10 really smart dudes in a room and you have 8 of them saying, this guy's going to go under. And you have PrizePicks and Underdog saying, no, we don't know. You just side with the 8 dudes over here. That's what it is. That's how you make money betting. And I've shown you guys proof of profitability on my channel. I've shown you spreadsheets. You don't believe me, go to my website. I have a ton more stuff. I can just comment down below if you have questions. But anyway, let's continue. I won't take up too much more of your time. Juan Yepez, we're taking his under 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. As you guys can see here, he's hit this in 8 of the last 10, 3 of the last 5, 12 of the last 20, and then PrizePicks and Underdog at minus 120. DraftKings juicing this one up significantly. And another thing, like, there's a reason that when you guys watch my videos, that plays get taken off of these apps. There's going to be people that watch my video tomorrow, and this pick on Vargas is not going to be there. Same thing happened yesterday with Gleyber Torres, or one of the Yankees. One of them went over, one of them went under that we lost yesterday. But they get removed off these apps like PrizePicks because they know profitable players like myself are coming in on them. Anyway, next pick on the slip. Stanton, we're taking his higher than 1.5 total bases. You guys can see right here, again, completely math-based betting. There's a whole software based off this pretty much. It's called Daily Grind. I recommend you check them out in the description. But you can see Giancarlo Stanton, we're taking his over 1.5 bases. And basically, they do the exact same thing I'm telling you in the video. PrizePicks, minus 119. Underdog, minus 120. Pinnacle, minus 135. Just look how much these sports books are favoring it to go over. That's the reason we're taking these picks. It's nothing to do with Giancarlo Stanton. As much as you want it to be about the players, it's not. I'm telling you as someone that's actually made money in betting. I'm telling you from every person that's ever made a substantial amount of money in betting. There's so much BS online, people photoshopping slips, and just go watch my old content. I'm not going to go into it anymore. I really know my stuff. Go scroll down my page. I have a lot of really boring videos of me back when I like had no personality on YouTube and I was just like this math nerd when I was like, do this, this, and this. Just trust me. Jordan Canada, lower than 14.5 rebounds or points plus rebounds. You guys can see she's hit this in 7 of the last 10, 3 of the last 5, and 12 of the last 20. And then you guys can also see PrizePicks and Underdog minus 120. FanDuel juicing that one up. There is your full 5-man slip. Remember to jump on Underdog. They give you much better payouts on 3-mans. They give you similar payouts on 5-mans. They give you better payouts on the 6-mans. They give you fantasy football stuff. It's just so much better. Use the promo code PISTONS, as I said. You get the free month. But there's the 5-man slip. And also, if this slip doesn't hit, if it doesn't go 4-1 or 5-0, tomorrow I'm going to run a $100 giveaway on this channel. All you guys got to do to watch, or all you have to do is tune in. I'll give you some instructions on how to enter that later on. But in the meantime, I have some homework for you, and you're not going to like it. But step 1, you're going to go in the description, go to the very bottom. I have a video. It's called Let's Talk About PrizePicks. I highly, highly, highly recommend you watch that. If you never want to watch me again, that's completely fine. But do me one thing and go watch that video because it'll save you a lot of money, just like it saved a ton of people in our group money. Because basically what I'm trying to tell you, and this is a spreadsheet we give our clients, these apps, Underdog, PrizePicks, Better, Dabble, they have something called fixed payouts. So if you click more or less on a slip, your payout doesn't change. I've gone over this many times, which means you can use math to calculate how big to make your slip to get the optimal amount of payout in the long run. So PrizePicks, you should be taking 5-man and 6-mans. Underdog, the 6-mans are the best, but 5-mans and 3-mans and 4-mans are also very close, which is why I tell you to go on Underdog, because if you like any of these kinds of slips, they're giving you better payouts. Like, PrizePicks is absolutely scamming you. Dabble, same exact thing over here. Better, same thing over here. So these apps, you can use math, reverse engineer it, figure out what the best type of slips to make are. So if you never watch my videos again, that's fine. But do me a favor, for your own good, if you're on PrizePicks, stop doing 2-mans and 3-mans, do 5-mans and 6-mans. And if you really like your 2-mans, you really like your 3-mans, then jump on Chalkboard, jump on Sleeper, and if you like 3-mans specifically, jump on Underdog or Dabble. We have codes down below. You don't have to use my codes. I don't care. But for your own good, stop paying these apps so much money. Like, trust me on this. And it's the same thing in sports betting. Like, if you guys want to go look up more on my track record, go to elitepicks.com. This is where everything on me is. So for those of you that don't know me, my background comes from normal sports betting, which is FanDuel, DraftKings, BetMGM, and I'm profitable on those apps. So imagine being profitable on the sports books, which don't have fixed payouts, which means they can do minus 120, minus 110, minus 115. They can move their markets up and down. For PrizePicks, it's a demon, it's a goblin, or it's not on their market. They can move the lines up by like half a point, so they can go from like over under 20 points, over under 20.5 points, but they can't move the actual payouts themselves. FanDuel can do all of it, which means it's harder to win on, and I've been profitable on there. And if you want to learn more about that, go read some of the blogs, go check out the calculators, a bunch of boring stuff, but it'll teach you a ton about the actual math behind betting. So if you guys actually don't mind, I'd love to go into a bit of a quick like demo for you so you can kind of understand and wrap your head around the actual math behind how this works. So very first thing, I'll slow down. I'm going way too fast. So PrizePicks, we know, we found it in our chart over here. If you don't believe my chart, go on Google and type in PrizePicks implied odds. Basically, we know that PrizePicks is giving us minus 119 implied odds. What does that mean? On a casino like FanDuel, if you bet $119 and the bet won, you make 100 back in profit plus your 119. So we reverse engineer it and we figure out on PrizePicks, when you do 5-mans, you need to win 54.34% of your picks or more in the long run to be profitable. So if you're on PrizePicks right now and you're doing 5-mans, you need to win more than that percent right there. If you're on Underdog and you do 6-mans, you need to win more than that percent right there. This also means if you're on PrizePicks and you're doing 2-mans and you're doing 3-mans, for example, let's say you're doing 3-man flex plays, minus 144. Those exact same picks, you need to win 59% of your picks or more in the long run to be profitable. So what I'm saying is The exact same picks in a 5-man will make you more money in the grand scheme of things versus if you did them in a 2-man or 3-man, if that makes sense. I have a full video breaking it down. And then with actual sports betting, there's a whole other advanced layer to it that I'm way too late into the night to explain to you. I have other videos on my channel breaking it down. But you have something called basically expected value. So you might have heard a lot of people throw around the term plus EV betting. Plus EV betting. Oh, our group's plus EV. Everyone likes to say it now, but like nobody actually knows how it works, or nobody actually explains to you how it works. So plus EV betting, in the grand scheme of things, it basically means if you bet $100 in the long run, you will return something positive. So for every $100 you bet at PrizePicks, you make 102 back. That means you're making plus EV betting positive expected value bets. In the long run right now on PrizePicks, you're probably a negative EV player, which means you bet $100 at the casino. On average, you're expected to return about 96, which means you lose $4. That's the average sports bettor. The average sports bettor loses about $4. And there's whole calculations that you can do called sports betting hold. We have a calculator for it that basically tells you how much you're expected to win, how much you're expected to lose in the long run, depending on the odds you play at. But for simplicity, let's not cover that now. What I want to cover now is telling you how expected value works and how to actually use it for yourself. So when you can actually use math, figure out the edge over the house that you have, that is expected value. So if I bet $100 on minus 110 odds, let's say PrizePicks odds, minus 119. We know from earlier we need to hit about 54.4% of our picks to break even. That's our break even. But if we hit 55%, you can see for every $100 we risk, we're going to make 101. If we hit 56%, we're going to win 103. So you can go in this calculator, check it out. But if you remember from before, if our odds were minus 144, like they are in PrizePicks 3-man flexes, we need to hit 59% just to break even on the exact same picks, which means if we hit 60%, we're only making $1 return, 1% ROI. Versus if we did a minus 119, we'd be making a 10% ROI, which might sound kind of crazy to you, but it's basically just math. PrizePicks, you click more or less on every play, your payout doesn't change, which means it's fixed, which means you can just reverse engineer it and figure it out. I didn't go in the greatest detail here. If you want to go read up the blogs, there's tons and tons and tons of information on here. It's painful how much we put in. So I highly recommend you go check that out. But otherwise, there's your 5-man slip. I hope you're all having a great night, and I will catch you tomorrow.